but the more the U.S. government is offered, the more it wants, it said, accusing America's negotiators of resorting to intimidation and coercion. A country's sovereignty and dignity must be respected, and any agreement reached by the two sides must be based on equality and mutual benefit, it said. Beijing responded by imposing tariffs on $60 billion worth of U.S. products, which went into effect Saturday. It also retaliated against the U.S. blacklisting of Huawei by announcing Friday that it will establish its own list of unreliable entities consisting of foreign businesses, corporations, and individuals. Wang Xiaowen, Vice Commerce Minister and Deputy International Trade Representative, said China would issue more detailed information on the unreliable entities list soon, but said it was aimed at enterprises that violated market principles and cut supplies of components to Chinese businesses for non-commercial reasons. Such actions affected China's national security and the public interest, he said. So for these practices, those enterprises will be included in our list of unreliable entities, Wang said, adding that the significance of the list not be overinterpreted. China's statement that it intends to publish such a list follows additional measures last week that deepened the bite of U.S. sanctions imposed on Chinese electronics giant Huawei in mid-May. Wang also repeated suggestions that China could restrict the export of exotic minerals known as rare earths that are widely used in electric cars and mobile phones. The threat to use China's rich supply of rare earths as leverage in the conflict has contributed to sharp losses in U.S. stocks and sliding long-term bond yields. If some countries use China's rare earth metals to produce products to contain China's development, this is unacceptable by standards of both minds and hearts, Wang said. Being published in 8 languages, Sunday's report lays out China's argument for blaming Washington for the frictions as well as the costs to both sides. We still have sufficient room for fiscal and monetary policy maneuver to maintain health of the Chinese economy amid frictions, it said. Wang said China had been forced to take forceful measures in response to U.S. actions and denied China had backtracked on its earlier commitments. It is irresponsible of the U.S. to accuse and smear China, Wang said. In negotiations, nothing is agreed until everything is agreed, Wang said. He said the U.S. had made unacceptable demands, including on tariffs and compulsory requirements that infringed on Chinese sovereignty. He said of the U.S. tactics, you give them an inch, they take a yard.